God took that power in 1948. He gave it to a black president in 1994. What did they do with that power? They divided us.
Wow, Gayton McKenzie has just blown me off with this allegation to the ANC, and that the fact that the ANC has divided South Africans just like the past apartheid government did. I don't understand how that has happened, but let's listen to what he has to say about this, and I'll be back for some interesting analysis.
In the 1940s, God gave the country a white president. What did they do with that power? They divided us. God took that power in 1948. He gave it to a black president in 1994. What did they do with that power? They divided us. We have learned that God hates division. God says, where there's 2 or 3 that gathers in my name, I shall command a blessing. So we stand today before those open heavens and we declare that when we take over on the 29th of McKenzie, we shall unite all races, black, white, Indian and colored, and we shall henceforth be known as South Africans. This man taught me God in jail. The deputy president taught me God, and I never look back. And I want to say to all my Muslim patriots that are here, I have a message for you. I want to apologize, and listen carefully to what I'm saying. Luister baie mooi. I would like to apologize to every Muslim that's a member of the PA. I want to apologize to you for what our belief is making you go through. I'm going to repeat that. I want to apologize for what you are going through. I'm not apologizing for who and for what I'm standing for. I'm apologizing because the Muslims in the PA get insulted. They get called names, and for that, I want us all to rise and give all the Muslims in the PA a great hand of applause. Rise to your feet and give every Muslim in the Patriotic Alliance a big hand of applause. Thank you, Patriots.
Yeah, really interesting video. So what do you guys think? How do you think the ANC, share your thoughts in the comment on how you think the ANC has divided South Africa. But I think this is in line with my previous video, which Thabo Mbeki speaks about the National Democratic Revolution and how the ANC in its origins, it is so-called communist origins, sought to shift the trajectory, both ideologically and economically, of the nation state of South Africa towards socialism and communism. And I think that attempt, in a way, might be one avenue to understand how the ANC might have divided South Africa, because South Africa seems to me, strikingly, a capitalist nation, a nation of entrepreneurs, a nation of go-getters. You know, these guys really want to solve problems. They really want to find solutions to the challenges facing the country. But with a slow shift of this whole ideology upon which the nation was constructed at the time, especially from the apartheid time, now trying to shift towards a communist direction, I think that's a basis for division, because there are many South Africans now who sort of like align to that move, while many do not agree that South Africa should move slowly towards socialism. And that's a basis for a division. That's a basis for a divide. And so while most of the black South Africans would adhere or really resonate with the cry for a detraction from capitalism, with a cry for a hegemony of the proletariat, right? A way to take back capital. So from the EFF manifesto, we hear about land expropriation without compensation. So these are ways in which Marxism and National Democratic Revolution seeks to take back capital from the capitalists and give that back to the proletariat. Okay, and so while this slow, salient, veiled mission of the ANC to convert South Africa into a socialist nation would slowly resonate with one group of South Africans, the antithesis to that would resonate more to another group. And so that's a basis for division, which I think Gayton McKenzie captures really intelligently in this regard. But based on this, what then would be the right trajectory for South Africa to go? You know, how then do we address the historical injustice with one part of the nation complains that they have not yet seen appropriate reconciliation, and how the other part of South Africa seeks to reconcile that complaint with a progressive outlook for the nation, in that we have to constantly build, we have to keep on building. Let's build a great South Africa. Let's still fight for the rainbow nation, when the rainbow consciousness seems to be denied or problematized in a way by one faction of the society, in that it still incubates a heavy character of historical injustice. This is a really difficult conundrum which I can see South Africa being encumbered with, and in search of a leader that can really find a possible place in that divide, that everybody could actually have reach a sort of like an agreement. So this is the challenge. This is the challenge of leadership. This is the challenge of leadership I see from South Africa. And Gayton McKenzie, I really don't know if he has the right tools to represent this, because he also tries to sell himself as an embodiment of all the parts, all the moving parts of South Africa. So the whites, blacks, Indians, the coloreds. The Patriotic Alliance actually speaks a lot heavily also to the coloreds, but I also see some blacks in their party. And then also he also appeals a lot to the white South African. So he might just be that one person. I don't know. But I don't know if maybe he has the right tools to find this a right spot in this divide to find the right vehicle for reconciliation, knowing fully well that along the ideological and economic path which the nation has seen in some decades now, there has to now be a way to reconcile that, both ideologically and economically, in a way that appeases the different parts of this divide that has been erupted as a result of the ANC's direction and thrust into a socialist society. But I don't know, what do you guys think about this speech? I think it's a really sensitive speech, but at the same time, share your thoughts in the comments.